Hello, young friends. Gather around and let me tell you a wonderful story from the Bible. Have you ever heard the story of Rebekah? It's a tale filled with faith, courage, and divine purpose. Rebekah was a brave and kind woman in the Bible. Her story is one that has inspired many throughout the ages. Rebekah's story teaches us about faith and courage. She showed immense trust in God's plan for her life. It shows us that God has a plan for each of us, no matter where we come from or who we are. Rebekah lived a long time ago in a place called Nahor, a beautiful and ancient village. She was a young woman with a big heart, always ready to help others and show kindness. God chose Rebekah for a special purpose. He saw her faith and knew she was the right person for an important role. He wanted her to be part of his amazing plan, a plan that would change the course of history. Are you ready for an adventure? Let's dive into Rebekah's journey and see how she trusted God every step of the way. Rebekah's journey was not easy, but she remained faithful. She traveled far from her home, trusting in God's guidance. One day she met a man at a well, and this meeting was part of God's plan. It was a moment that would change her life forever. She offered him water, showing her kindness and hospitality. Little did she know this man was sent by God. This man was a servant of Abraham, sent to find a wife for Isaac. Rebekah's faith and kindness led her to become part of God's promise to Abraham. She left her home and family to start a new life, trusting in God's plan. Her story reminds us that with faith, we can face any challenge. So, young friends, remember Rebekah's story. It teaches us that faith, courage, and kindness can lead us to amazing adventures and fulfill God's plan for us. Let's always trust in God's plan and be ready for the wonderful journey He has in store for each of us. Rebekah's story starts with a man named Abraham and his wife, Sarah. They were a devoted couple who had journeyed through many trials and tribulations together. They were very old and had waited many years for a child. Despite their advanced age, they never lost faith in God's promise. God promised them a son, and they named him Isaac. This child was a miracle, a testament to their unwavering belief in God's faithfulness. Abraham and Sarah loved Isaac very much. He was the joy of their lives, the fulfillment of a long-awaited dream. They knew God had a special plan for him. They often prayed together, seeking guidance and wisdom for their son's future. They prayed for a good wife for Isaac, a woman who loved God. They wanted someone who would share their faith and values. Abraham wanted to find a wife for Isaac from his own family. He believed that this would ensure that she would be a woman of strong character and faith. He called his trusted servant and said, "Go to my country, to my relatives, and find a wife for my son Isaac." This task was of utmost importance, and the servant understood the gravity of his mission. He prepared for the journey with great care, knowing that he was part of a divine plan. Abraham's servant traveled a long way. He embarked on this journey with a sense of purpose and determination, knowing the importance of his mission. He took 10 camels and many gifts. These gifts were carefully chosen to honor the family of the woman he sought for Isaac. He arrived in Nahor and stopped by a well. The well was a central place in the village, a hub of activity and social interaction. It was evening, and women came to the well to get water. The setting sun cast a golden glow, creating a serene and picturesque scene. The servant prayed, "Lord, please let the woman you have chosen for Isaac be the one who gives me and my camels water." His prayer was filled with hope and faith, trusting in divine guidance. Just then, Rebekah came to the well. She moved with grace and purpose, her presence immediately noticeable. She was very beautiful and kind. Her beauty was not just in her appearance, but also in her gentle and compassionate nature. The servant asked Rebekah for a drink of water. His request was simple, yet it held great significance. Rebekah quickly agreed and even offered water for all the camels. Her generosity and willingness to help were clear signs of her good heart. This was a sign from God. The servant felt a deep sense of relief and gratitude, knowing his prayer had been answered. The servant knew he had found the right woman for Isaac. His heart was filled with joy and thankfulness, recognizing the divine intervention in this special meeting. The servant went with Rebekah to meet her family. He told them about Abraham, Sarah, and Isaac. He explained that God had chosen Rebekah to be Isaac's wife. Rebekah's family agreed that she should go with the servant. Rebekah had a big decision to make. Would she leave her home and family to marry Isaac, a man she had never met? Rebekah trusted God. She said, "Yes, I will go with you." Rebekah was brave and had faith that God would guide her. Rebekah traveled with the servant to Isaac's home. When Isaac saw Rebekah, he loved her. They got married and were very happy. God blessed Isaac and Rebekah with twin sons, Esau and Jacob. Esau was a hunter and Jacob was a shepherd. One day, Esau came home hungry from the fields. Jacob had made some delicious stew. Esau begged Jacob for some, saying, "I'm starving. Please give me some of that red stew." Rebekah's story teaches us about faith and courage. She trusted God even when she faced big changes. Rebekah's journey reminds us that God has a plan for each of us. Just like He had a plan for Rebekah, God has a plan for you. It's okay to feel scared sometimes, but always remember that God is with you. He will guide you and take care of you, just like He did for Rebekah. When we trust in God's plan, even when we don't understand it, amazing things can happen. As Rebekah and Isaac grew older, their faith and trust in God only deepened. They passed down their values and beliefs to their children, Jacob and Esau. Rebekah's unwavering faith and courage became a cornerstone for her family, inspiring future generations to trust in God's plan. Just as Rebekah's story has inspired many, we hope her journey has touched your heart too. Remember, even in times of uncertainty, faith and trust in God's plan can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.